Now, so to understand the time response analysis, let us take this simple system where I have LTI system, which means linear time invariant system, and for this system I am connecting one input, and the input is R of t and output of the system is C of t. What is the time response? Time response is nothing but if the output of the system for any given input varies with respect to time, then it is called time response of the system. What is the independent variable is the time. So with respect to the time, I am going to plot what is the output of the system for any given particular input. Now, so for example, for this system I am getting the output response like this. So if you take your output response, and here I have the time. So this is what for example I have the response. Now in this response we closely observe there are some oscillations initially. After that the response is going to be settled. The response where we have the oscillations is called the transient response. Where we have a steady state value is called the steady state response. Therefore there are two parts of transient response. One is a time response, one is a transient response, other one is steady state response. Why these transients are coming? The moment you connect the input, due to the energy storage elements in the system response will not go to steady state value immediately. So it will have its own oscillations, or it take slowly to reach the steady state value. Generally, time constant is the parameter which decides so what will be the transient response and what will be the steady state response. So ideally we can say that the transient response exists till before the infinity, but practically we take up to 5 time constants. So up to 5 time constant we can take it as a transient, then after that we can take it as steady state response. So if this total response is C of t, then I can divide this total response into 2. As I said just now, C of t is equal to C TR of t, TR means transients, plus T C SS of t, SS means steady state, transient as well as the steady state. Now this transient response will go to 0, means it decays to a steady state value. Let us say we know that a limit t tends to infinity. As t is tending to infinity, then your CTR of t is going to be 0. That means your transient response will exist only for certain amount of time, then after that we will get only steady state response. Now for example I have C of t value. So this C of t value is we can see here C of t, for example I have 5 plus 2 e power minus 2t, 5 plus 2 e power minus 2t. In this response your phi is the steady state response, because this value is independent of time and will have that value even if the time is at infinity. Whereas 2 e power minus 2t, this is the transient term, because as a t tends to infinity and this is going to be 0. So transient term will go to 0, where steady state term will be constant. So we have transient as well as the steady state responses.